Hello everyone. In this tutorial I will teach you how to add an animated 3D mob using the Granny engine in Ragnarok Online. This is not going to be an easy tutorial, so I guess you already know the basics. You already know how to use 3ds Max. You already tried to import some 3D models into it, okay? And those kind of things. So I will divide this tutorial in 3 parts. The first one is going to be about obtaining a 3D mob to add into your game. The second one is going to be about editing or modifying this 3D mob you have to make it compatible with Ragnarok Online. And the third one is going to be about adapting and installing this 3D mob you already have ready to your game. Okay, so basically you need this. You need this Granny pack that you can find the download link in the video description. Okay, you need the Granny converter by Ricky92. Okay, that you can also find it in the video description. And you need a Ragnarok Game X with the custom 3D bonds enabled. Is this option in the WoE patch? Okay, this one, enable custom 3D bonds. You really need this one to be enabled in your Game X. Okay, this is officially supported by the Shins dispatcher nowadays. So let's begin. The first part of this video is about obtaining a 3D mob from somewhere. Okay, so in this example I will try to adapt a Ragnarok 2 Gate of the World. Okay, I am not talking about Legend of the Second. I am talking about Ragnarok 2 Gate of the World, a mob from that into Ragnarok Online 1 using the Granny exporter. So this is the example, okay? Because you can basically use any kind of 3D model animated with custom 3D bonds, okay? As long as the model has an animation based in bones, you can adapt it and you can import it. But in this example I will use a Ragnarok 2 3D mob from the Gate of the World. Okay, so basically this part 1, it can be different from anyone. As long as you will use your own custom 3D mob, it's okay. But I will do this example with the Ragnarok 2 Gate of the World. Okay, so to use one of the Ragnarok 2 Gate of the World, you need this extension of 3ds Max. It is a run script, okay? Actor X importer. And you need also UModel Guy, that you will also find the link in the description. UModel Guy is a very useful tool to extract or read data from a lot of games. I think they are Unreal engine games. Okay, Unreal, yeah. So and also you need obviously your Ragnarok 2 Gate of the World directory, okay, like the one I have here. So this is the part one, obtaining your Ragnarok, your 3D model to import. So let's begin. First, you open the U model guy and you hit the browse button. Okay, navigate through your Ragnarok GR2 directory. Okay, hit the OK button and let's look into the resource directory here. Okay, let's go to the animations and here Rag2 Monsters UKX. Just click it and wait till it loads. Okay, let's wait. By the way, it has been a while since I did an import, so let's beg it's gonna be okay. I can have some errors here, but I guess you can understand. Okay, so once it loads, you will have your file names here, and you have your file types here. The first thing you have to do is to order it by name. Okay, you will notice some models repeated here. Usually you will find the original name that is about the mesh animation. It is the animation data, okay, and the skeletal mesh just below, okay, just above. The same thing happens to almost all of the models, but you will notify that there are some kind of data here that it shows it like this: animation notify attack. I don't know why, but these ones are not they are not animations that you can import. Okay, the same thing goes with these ones. Okay, you can't add them. All these ones are about sounds. You can add them. We are not looking into adding sounds. Here you have it. Okay, you have the real mouse you can add. For example, let's take a look at this one. To open it, you have to just do double click to the mesh and to the skeletal mesh. Okay, and this U model guy has a preview here. Okay, you have this guy. You might wonder if we can import this one, but I will tell you that I really don't recommend this one because it has 2185 vertices and 3062 triangles polygons, so it's not really a good idea to import this one because it is really a high polygon model. Okay, so I will try to look for a low poly model. Let's see, maybe this one. This one is cute, but I'm really not sure about this one. Okay, if you want, well, I think that it's a good example since it has only 600 and 700 polygons, so, and it has 7 animations. So yeah, let's try this one. The process to read one of these models is really easy with this U model guy. Just take a look at the model you want, select an output directory here, okay, On this example, I will use the monster test directory I have here on my desktop. Okay. Let's see. See users macros desktop monster test. Let's select it. It was this one, I think. Let me see. Oops. Sorry, I had to navigate again to the animations again. It's kinda boring, I know. Have to load it again. Sorry about that. This tutorial is gonna take a while, I am sure about that, but it's okay. So it was named as Millionora, I don't know how to pronounce this in English really. So it was with M. Oops, I have to order it by name, okay, yeah. It's really hard to find it. Wow. This one, okay. The skeletal mesh. You select the Millionora skeletal mesh. You hit the right click and just do the export. Then the mesh animation. You have to do the same name. Okay. You have to select the same name you added before. As you remember, I exported the Millionora skeletal mesh before, so now I go with the animation. Okay, hit the export and all is done. Take a look at your monster test directory, and here you have your mesh animation with the PSA extension and the skeletal mesh with the PSK extension. Okay, so also you have a Ragnarok monsters map texture, and you have a texture generated file with the TGA extension. So after you export this, you can close this easily. You will not need it anymore. And you have to copy this texture to the skeletal mesh directory. I do this way because that's the way how 3ds Max can attach a texture into a model mesh if it is in the same text directory. Okay, so the next step is to import this model into 3ds Max. As you know, 3ds Max can't import PSK files. But with this extension that is named as Actor X Importer, you will be able to do that. So I have to launch 3ds Max 7, okay? But let me tell you that in my particular case, 3ds Max 7 crashes a lot of time under Windows 7, okay? So in my particular case, okay, I have to use a Windows XP virtual machine. So sorry about that, but that is my particular case, okay? I really have to use this way. So in my particular case, I will copy this directory, okay, into my VirtualBox linked directory, so it will be available in my VirtualBox. This is my particular case. Just forget this step because I assume your 3ds Max works well under Windows 7, but that is not my case. Okay. Let's begin. you have to run the Actor X importer. Okay, so you use this tool here, or you can just go here. Okay, it is the same thing. If you are a user to deal with 3ds Max, you already know how to run Mac scripts. So you go to the Mac scripts here, you choose the run script, and I will look for the Actor X importer. Okay, once you do the double click, you will have the Actor X importer window here. Okay, which is really useful with a lot of options, but I will just choose the option to import. But before you import the PSK file, take a look at the options here: bone size and mesh scale. If you look closely, you will notice that the bone size is the half data of the mesh scale. Okay, it's just the half. If the mesh scale is 1, the bone size is the half. Okay, which means 0.5. I recommend you to use these values: 0.2, 0.2, and 0.1. As you can see, this is the double than the bone size. Okay, you have to keep the radio. Okay, so now with that done, let's go to the import PSK. Okay, I will navigate through my monster test directory. Here, mesh animation, nope. Skeletal mesh, okay. Here you have your PSK file. Just hit the OK button here, and here you have your model already imported in 3ds Max 7. Kinda easy, I know. Okay. Very easy because we have our Actor X importer already. Okay, it is not that easy in most of cases. So now we have to import the animation. You hit the import PSA, navigate through the mesh animation, and take a look at the Millonora PSA file. Now you have your files here. Okay, and to load one of these animations, we will begin with the stand animation. Just click here and use the load track, and now use the play button. Okay, this is the stand animation of this model. Very cute, very great. Yeah, it's really nice. To load another animation, just use the load track, play. Okay, this is the walk animation. To attack, for example, hit OK. Okay, it's really nice. Good. So as you can see, we have a lot of animation here, but in Ragnarok we can only have 4 animations. Let me take a look what they are. Let's see. In Ragnarok Online we have the attack animation, the damage animation, dead animation, and move animation. Okay, good. So wow, this is gonna take a while, but it's fine. Okay, also I can't remember really well what to do here, but anyway, so let's continue. The first thing we have to do is to import this into the GR2 file format. Okay, so let's go to the file, export. I will choose a directory here. I will name it as monster test. Oops, monster test ex. No, I will just use the same directory. I don't care about that. And I assume you already installed the Granny, okay, Granny 3ds Max 7 plugin. Those 3 files, you need to have it inside your 3ds Max 7 plugin directory, okay. Once you have it, you will have the Granny runtime here available to export it. So as the file name, I will use the green. I will name this one as green mode, okay, just as a test. Here are the export options. Right now I will export the basic mesh, okay. Let's take a look how are the original 3D modes in Ragnarok, okay. Let's see. In Ragnarok, the original 3D modes are under 2 directories, 3D mode and 3D mode bone, okay. Under the 3D mode bone, you have the original mesh here without animations, okay, well, with the stand animation. And in the 3D mode bone directory, you have, in this case, the WoE Guardian, that is the 7 mode. Let's take a look at 3D mode 7 here. Here you have the animations, okay, which they are only bone animations but doesn't show any bone at all. So the first thing we have to do is to import the basic mesh with the textures on it. So in this one I will not include animation, okay. So here this one doesn't need animations, and a very important thing is disable the move to origin in any case, okay. So as you can see, this is not included already, so it's fine. In materials, yes, I need the materials. In meshes, yes, I need the meshes. Let's take a look. We have to follow the same example as the original one, okay. You can take a look at here. In animations, yes, the original ones adds animations, but in customs 3D mobs you don't have to add animations, okay. So we need the mesh list, so it's fine. The texture list is fine. Material list, yeah, comes with the materials, yes. So everything is okay. So yeah, I think we are ready to export this, because we only have to remove the animations, but remember, we have to remove everything that says move to origin, otherwise your model is not gonna look fine inside the game. So here, let's see if there is a move to origin option. Nope. Oh, here we have one. Let's disable it, okay. In textures is the second most important part. Hit this option here and look for Bing 0, okay. Ragnarok doesn't handles the Bing one. You have to change it to Bing 0, okay. Bing 0 here too, and that's it. Now export it. Okay, export complete. Wow. Now this is the basic mesh, okay. Let's take a look about what we exported here. Let's see. Okay, here we have our green mode exported as a GR2 file. Let's open it. Okay, good. And let's compare this one with an official one just to take a look if we did it well. Let's see. Where is my directory? Where is it? Data model. Okay, let's take a look. We will compare our green mode with the WoE Guardian official one. Okay, this is our custom, and this is the official one. Let's see. File list is okay. Model list, it's okay. We don't have animation here, but as I told you before, this is the way we need it. Okay, in custom mobs, we don't need animation here. I will explain you later. Okay. Oh, there is one thing. There is one issue. We exported the bones in the default animation, and we really don't need that. So I will gonna export it again. Okay. Everything else is fine. So let's do it again. File, export. To export only the mesh data and not the bones, you can do it by just selecting the skin. Okay, just click it and use the file export selector. Let's name it again as green mode GR2. Okay, let's take a look if the options are okay. It seems fine. Okay. Remember the move to origin disable. Textures, being 0. Here, being 0 as well. And let's do the export and let's take a look. Good. We don't have any bone. Okay, that's fine. Models, animation, mesh list, texture list, and materials. All is great. So, close it. Fine. We have this ready. And let's test this. Let's test this. Oh, let's see. Well, you know I'm gonna import everything before testing. So you have the basic mesh here, okay? Just as how are the official ones, like this one. Now it's time to import the bones, okay? This is gonna take a while. I'm gonna follow the same directories as the officials, okay? 3D mode and 3D mode bone, just to make the tutorial better. Okay, so in 3D mode, we have our official green mode already exported. And in 3D mode bone, I will import the animations, okay? So, what we need. I will begin with the stand animation, this one. Stand, load it, load track, play. Here is the stand animation, okay? So, to export the animations, you don't need the skin. So you click the skin. This is the way I do it, okay? I remove it by just erasing it by using the delete button. And you have only the skeleton here, and use file, export. Look for your 3D mode bone directory. Use the GR2 file, and I will name this as, the name is really important here. I will name this as what was the name? Green mode, okay. You know, I will gonna name this as this way. It's more easy. Okay, green mob, and we have to follow the same examples. Since we will use the 10th model, I will have to use 10. This was going to be the stand animation, so it has to be like this. 10 stand. This is important. You can't use a random name here. You must use these names, okay? Remember that. Use the save. And now let's take a look at how are the official ones, about what data we have to export and what data we don't have to export here. So in file list, in model we need to add the model, yeah, so okay. In animation we need the animations, so yeah, we have to include that reference and include the data, okay. But remember, you really don't need to use this one. Move to origin or you will mess your model, okay. Under the mesh list there are no mesh under the animation, so I'm gonna remove this one. Good. In textures you have to disable it. In materials, yes, you need materials. So let's do the export, but before let's take a look if everything is fine. Yeah, move to origin is disabled here, materials is okay, animations are okay. So for the bones you need only animations, this one, materials and models, just those three. Use the export and you have your stand animation exported. Do the same for all the animations you want. Since you can only have 4 animations, stand, attack, damage, dead and move, you can only have 5. So I already have one, I will export the other ones. To the walk animation I will use the load track, but before, remember, since you removed the skin, use the Ctrl-Z. Oh well, I don't have it. Oh crap. This is why I hate 3ds Max. I will gonna launch it again. It's so boring. Okay. And do all these things again. It's awful. Awful. Okay, let's see. It was here, isn't it? Skeletal mesh. Okay, good. Oh, sorry about that. I forgot to resize it here. Okay, here in this option. File reset. Okay, again. Oops. Remember, you have to resize it. I was going to do the same mistake. Point 1, point 2. Okay. Okay, good. Now we can import it. Good, we have it again. The PSA for the animation. Good. Okay. Now I have to load a track. We already did the stand animation, so we are gonna add the walk animation now. So load track, the walk animation, and take a look if it works okay. Okay, good. And let's export it. I only need the bones, so to forget this step about deleting the mesh, the skin, I will use the select tool option. File, edit. No, it was where it was. Selection. No, it was this one. Sorry, it has been a while. This is the select tool. The first one, this is the skin. Okay, so this is really easy because I just have to select all the ones that are not the first one The one that doesn't have an extension here is the skin, and the rest of the ones that are under the skins are the bones. So I will use the select here. Good. Now I have only the skeleton selected. Let's see. Yeah. Now I go with the file export selected. Okay. And navigate through to your monster test here, 3D mode. Let's take a look here, GR2, and this has to be 10 move. Animation doesn't have to be included, as far as I remember. Oh yeah, animations, they need to be included, sorry about that. Sorry. Materials, nope. Oh, let me take a look because I can't remember exactly. Okay. You need model, materials. Yes, you need materials. Okay, good. Meshes, you don't need meshes. Okay. Models, let's take a look if you need models. Yes, you need it. But you really don't need textures. So I have to remove this. And make sure you disable the multi-origin. Okay. Okay, good. And let's export it. Good. Okay, let's load another track, the attack animation. Let's play it. Okay, this is good. Again, use the select tool, select only the bones, file, export selected, and we will name this as 10 attack. Okay, let's see. Okay, these are the same options we did before, so we don't have to do all again. Export. Good. And now the dead animation. Maybe this one die. Let's see. Good. Again, let's make sure we are selecting only the bones. File, export, selected. Okay. And this one, 10. That for Ragnarok it is named as 10 dead. Okay. Again, the same options. Close. We have the attack, we have the death, we have the move, and we are missing the damage. Oh, here we have one named as damage, so I guess it's gonna be pretty like that. Good. Yeah, this is good. So let's do the same. Let's make sure we are selecting only the bones. Select, file, export selected, and let's name this as 10 damage. Export, close. So we are ready, I think. Oh, this is the official one, extracted from my data grf. Okay, and these ones are the one we did. Yeah, we have unique 5 animations: attack, damage, death, move, stand, and the official one, which has to be named as this way, just like following the same example. All the names you are using are fine. Okay, this is a fine name, this is correct, but you must add the 90 at the end, this input, and use the last as the ID of the mode, which is 10. Okay, this 10 equals that it's gonna read the 10th animation here, okay, in your data, and this 90 means that it is in 90 degrees, the model. Just follow the example, don't ask why. Okay, so that's it. We have already the GR2 files. Now we have to convert it to the Granny version, because if you take a look at this Granny version is 2.6, and we need the Granny version 2.4. Let's see. So that's why until this time we were not able to use custom 3D mobs, but thanks by Ricky92 we can. So let's open the Granny converter. Okay, I will just erase all these things I have here that I was testing before. Okay, so you have your Granny converter here. So what you have to do is only drag and drop your models. Okay, this I will begin with the, oh sorry, this is the Ragnarok file. Okay, this is my monster test. So green mob, let's move it. Conversion successful. Okay, press any key to continue. And it says the converted here. Okay, this is the one with the file we need. Take a look at this and look at the version 2.1. This is the Ragnarok version. Okay, good. And you have to do the same for the bones. Conversion successful. Conversion successful. Conversion successful. Successful. And the last one, the stand. Okay. Wow, it has been a while. As I told you before, it was going to take some time. You have the files already converted here, okay, as the converter with the correct Granny version. So we are heading over to one of the last steps, which is just install or just copy these mobs you have to your data directory in your ERF of your custom server. So I will navigate through my Ragnarok directory. Okay, data, model, 3D mob, and let's copy our monster test here. You have to copy the converted one, obviously, okay, but you have to remove the converted text because you really don't need it here. So let's do a quick test just to make a comparison. Okay, let's see. You have the same version 2.105 and you have 2.105. Great. So all is fine here. Let's copy the bones too, just the converted ones, and let's remove the converted text. Good. The next step is to add the custom mob. It is just as how you add custom sprite mobs in your server. Okay, it is the same thing. So let's go to the Lua files. I think it is the can't remember well. No, it is not this one. Let's see. Data info, yeah, here. NPC identify Lua. Let's edit it. Okay, let's go to the end and let's add our custom mob. custom mob ID. Green mob. I will use this ID just for testing. 2500. Okay. Just be careful about the commas here. I guess you already know this. And let's save it. Let's go to the other one, which is the job name.lua. Let's go to the end. Let's add a comma here. Okay. And the job name here, it must be green mob 10. Okay. No, it has to be only green mob, just as the previous one we did before. It has to be the same. Yeah, green mob, and here I will name it as the file green mob 9010. Let's make sure all is good. Green mob 9010. Okay, good. Let's save it. Then we go to our server directory. Graphics servers. Our Athena DB. I think it used renewal as default. No, MoDB2. Oh, I think it's here, MoDB2. Okay. I'm gonna use one just for testing. Okay, maybe this snake just for testing. The mob ID, it was the, oops, sorry about this. The mob ID, it was the 22500 as far as I remember. Okay. And the name, it was green mob. Here I will name it just as green mob. Okay, let's save it. And finally, it's time to test. Run your server. And let's test. Hopefully, all is fine. I think it will not be fine, but let's test. Oh, I hate this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, time to test. Add these gifts. Oh, take a wow. Great. Look, it worked. I am really surprised that it worked the first time. I was really sure it was going to be bad at the first try, but it works. Oh, look how great is it. It's so great. Let's try the attack animation. With a pouring. Monster pouring. Okay, good, it works. The attack animation works. Let's test the die animation. Great, it works just great. So Yeah, it's awesome. On this GIS, on this GIS, and let's test at this GIS 25 for no. I will test it as a monster. Bam. 3 monsters like this. I hope they are not too hard. Okay, good. They are passive modes. Okay, I'm gonna kill them. Good. No crash, no issues. They work fine. That's it. Finally it's done. This one was one of the most complex tutorials. Okay. So now you can import your own 3D modes. Okay. Just remember these tips and good luck. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching and have a nice day. Good luck with that.